Hi everyone, before this video starts, I want to let you know that this video is sponsored. So the sponsor of today's video is Ita Buddies, a brand new collection of animal themed Ita bags with swappable features and exclusive enamel pins. Ita bags are a fashionable and fun way to show off your persona pins. There's tons of different animals available, so you can express yourself however you want. The bags are also actual backpacks, and it can fit a lot of different items. The bags also have interchangeable faces as well. So if you're like me and you have like lots of different personas, you can swap it out depending on your mood. They're so freaking cute, and they have little tails and stuff, and it's just such an adorable way to show off your pins. And it's great for cons because it'll hold all your stuff. I think I honestly want to get the red fox, or like maybe honestly the German shepherd. I don't know yet. They're also heckin' precious, but I don't know. I'm curious what bags you guys would get, so let me know in the comments below which bags stand out to you. The Ita bags from Ita Buddy is available on Kickstarter right now until Halloween, October 31st, and for $100 you can get a bag with 2 different interchangeable animals to put on your bag that comes with, like, you know, the animal face and the tail, and you get 2 enamel pins to help start your collection. They're really close to hitting some of their stretch goals, which include a husky design, a dragon design, and a German shepherd that is super heckin' cute and I want really bad. Please consider checking it out. I'll link their Kickstarter down below at the top of the description. Supporting their Kickstarter will not only get you a super cute backpack, but will also help support a furry owned company. And yeah, thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the video. Wiggly ears. Something I always find really interesting is when you spot a furry in the real world. Obviously, when you're at a con or something and you go to the grocery store that's near the con, you're gonna see a furry there, and that's not that weird. What I'm talking about is when you're somewhere completely unrelated to cons, completely unrelated to furries, and you just randomly see someone and you know they're a furry. One of the biggest prime examples of this for me personally is I've gone to Cedar Point several times in my life. I grew up really close to the park. I would go every single summer multiple times. There has been so many times I've gone to Cedar Point where I've just seen a hyena agenda shirt in the wild. One time when I was at Cedar Point, I was sitting watching my friends ride that swing. You know, the swings that just kind of go like... I don't like that ride personally, so I just sat there and watched them ride it. And in the time that I was sitting there, I got a DM that said, "Hey, are you at Cedar Point right now?" And I was like, yeah. And then next thing I know, this guy's walking up to me and he's like, "Hey, like, I follow you on Twitter." And I'm just like, "Oh, hey, I follow you on Twitter." That was the first time that this has ever happened to me. My first time ever seeing a furry in the wild like this. My brain couldn't comprehend that I was in a public place unrelated to furries, and this furry knew I was a furry and came up to me and said, "Hi, I know you're a furry." A few other times over the years, I had been to Cedar Point and I had seen like maybe someone at the other side of the line like wearing a hyena agenda shirt. There was one time someone tweeted me while I was at Cedar Point and said, "Hey, I just saw you get off this ride, oh my god." So stuff like that just kind of happens, and it's always very strange, but it's also kind of cool to be able to like go somewhere in public and then you see a furry and you're like, "Oh my gosh, you know, I get it, we get it." There was one time that I went to Disney World with some of my friends, and I get off this ride and this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Yo, you're Majira." And I'm like, yeah. We just take a selfie together and we move on, and it's great. The hyena agenda shirts and the Nomad Complex shirts, big giveaways, you guys. I know you're a furry if you're wearing that. I know it. But at the same time, it's so smart because those clothes are like subtly furry, where it's like, oh, that's kind of a cool design. Like a normal person would look at that and be like, that's kind of cool. It's like a skull dog. That's cool. Or it's like, oh, there's a fox drinking coffee. That's kind of neat. It's always like really subtle stuff like that. I always think that's really good because it's like, oh, you can wear furry merch, but you can also wear it out in public and not be wearing your fursuit. Another cool thing that people can wear in public that's like kind of more discreet, but also like just like a cool little thing that you can wear. Kind of be like a, if you know, you know kind of thing, is persona pins. Persona pins are just so cute. A lot of different fandoms just have like pins and stuff that people can wear on their backpacks or on their lanyard at work, just little things like that. And I think Persona Pins is really good at that. So big shout out Persona Pins, you guys are awesome. I'd love to know y'all's experiences with maybe being out in public and seeing a furry and being like, whoa, you're definitely a furry. Whether it be like, you know, you're at the grocery store or you're at a park somewhere and you just see someone wearing like something that kind of looks like something a furry would wear. Just like little things like that. I think it's really interesting. I'd love to hear about it from you guys, so let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Majira's Comfy Corner. And I'll see you all next week for another episode. Thanks for being here, y'all. Bye-bye. As a reminder, this video is sponsored by Eat Buddies. Check out their Kickstarter to get an adorable bag with a cute animal on it to show off your persona pins. Link is at the top of the description. It's time for Majira's TikTok of the day. Hi, thank you so much for watching this episode of Majira's Comfy Corner. The names scrolling by on the screen are all of my patrons. I want to give you a big thank you for making this series possible. If you would like to become a patron yourself, feel free to at patreon.com/Majira. And if you do, your name will be added to this list as well. If you like this video, please consider checking out my other YouTube channels as well. I upload pretty frequently on all my channels, so if you want more content that isn't related to a fursuit, feel free to check it out. Also, please follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/tallwerewolf. I stream on there several times a week, so if you want even more of me, feel free to stop by and say hi. Lastly, I do have some merch at majiramerch.com. I have lots of new stuff and lots of cute stuff, lots of new designs coming, so please feel free to check that out as well. Last but not least, here's the featured artist of the day. Thank you so much for making some cute heckin' art. Here's the last episode of Majira's Comfy Corner, and down here is a random video from one of my other YouTube channels. Please check them out. I've been working really hard on this series, and I've been working really hard on my other channels, so it means a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see all of you next week in the next episode of Majira's Comfy Corner. Bye, guys.